What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are at a good friend of mine's place, Loki, and she's actually given us the opportunity to come and have a look at her personal JDM car collection with some super rare and super cool JDM cars that she has, which are stored in this shed behind me. Some of the cars there I've seen for a while, some of the cars I've never seen in person, and I'm really excited to see them. I've been watching some of the videos on some of the projects that she has going, and I'm super pumped to be here and super thankful that she's let us come through and have a look at her cars today. So let's go for a quick walk around. So we'll start outside real quick. We've got an MX-5 out here. I'm not too sure what the deal with this MX-5 is, but I think it might be just a cool little side project. I believe this is Ben's R33, which is Loki's partner. It's a car that he's owned for a fair while and they've got history together, so I think this is sort of one of his forever cars. This red S14 that you see here is actually Loki's latest addition to her collection. I know she's got some big plans for it. This is Loki's Track Hack R32 that she has. It's still RB20, and this is what she basically goes to have a bit of fun at Archerfield with. It's an awesome drift car. Here tucked away in the corner is an R34. This car belongs to a friend of Loki's. It was in a pretty bad place in terms of crime, and as you can see, it's missing a bonnet. The driver's side rear quarter window is smashed in, the boot's missing, and probably a bunch of other things I've got to mention are missing, and it's because people were just stealing things off this car for their own car, and it wasn't very nice. So Loki offered for him to store it here. You can see it's got Z-Tune kit on it, and I think he had some pretty big plans for it. Hopefully he pulls through and finishes one day, and maybe we can come back here and make another video on this car and see the progress. This is Corey's S14. This is Corey, by the way, everyone. This is the guy who I bought my old original S13 off, the one that I painted blue and had the cool bonnet art. He misses the car. Look at his face. We all miss the car.
It was probably the only SR20 I ever actually liked. And
yeah.
It was a DE plus T. And it just went and went and went and never gave me a single issue. So
this is Corey's 1J S14 that he's busy building. Yeah, the last time I saw this car was actually when I bought the S13 off Corey. And it was, this car was red actually, yeah. It was all red. Did it have the over fenders on it?
Yeah, the overs, it would have had, wouldn't have had these wheels, it would have had...
Oh, you had your work equips on it, didn't you?
No, I think they were P45Rs.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now that I've done a quick run through of the cars on the outside, I'm actually going to get Loki. This is Loki, by the way. I'm going to get her to run through the cars on the inside because these cars are all a bit more special to her. So what do you got?
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to my garage. This is a collection of both mine and my partner's cars. We have 8 cars each, so 16 cars in total on the property. I have a lot of S chassis and one R chassis and a couple of Mazdas, and my partner has a bit of everything really. So I'll just run you guys through what we have. This thing here, I'm not sure how much Tristan has told you guys about this one yet. This is a retro supercar build. So what I'm doing with this is creating a one-of-a-kind F40 inspired Veneno McLaren Senna, mix all those cool cars together, take it back to the 80s or the 90s, put it on the car. So Group A silhouette style, IMSA, that kind of thing. Going for the big boxy, obnoxious, angry kind of Mad Max look with this car. It will be very custom, and I'm just kind of winging it. So we'll see how it turns out. I have schematics and ideas, and I'm currently creating my wide body out of foam. I have never done this before, so I'm literally learning as I go. So it's been a fun learning process, and yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like when it's done. Just as much as half my audience.
If you guys want to actually follow the build, Loki is documenting this build as a series on her YouTube channel, so make sure you check out Loki SX. I'll leave a link in the description. It'll have all the details of what she's doing. She's got all the schematics laid out. But yeah, it's such a cool car. I remember it in its old form and it was just as unique, and I know that she's going to pull something cool out of the bag and make this super special and rare.
I love the part that I'm just building the car to drive it. It will be daily driven, it will be on the streets, it'll be registered, and I'll be having a bunch of fun with it. This is not a garage queen, this is a car that does get driven, does get drifted, and we'll see a lot of track time. So I'm not scared to scratch my car, but I'm also not scared to make it look pretty.
These cars actually get driven like the way they were supposed to and the way they were originally intended to be. So that's a really, really cool thing about what she does here with all of these cars, really.
Yeah, don't think I've got any kind of stock car that I haven't played with yet.
There you go.
Actually, I do, sorry, right there.
There you go.
That is the only thing that I will not molest. It is beautiful in its stock form.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are happy to hear that.
But if the 13B does blow again, I will probably SR it.
Uh-oh. There's some red flags. Leave a comment below if you think she should SR this. If you think it'd be cool.
13B. What do you got?
There you go.
Yeah, okay, so this one here is my other 180. It has not been as extensively modified as my first 180. It has a 1J, which is down there. This one here is this SR. Everything in this car, however, has come from Japan. So it's got the Spirit Ray Miyabi kit from Japan. It's got 32 GDR seats, full carbon fiber interior, just a stock imported SR20 red top. I went over to Japan a couple of years ago and bought triple din deffies for it. So it's got the cool little din. I love this car. This is like the purist's car. So I've got my full crazy car and then I've got my nice little purist car.
Fuel crazy car and the purist car.
Just so when everyone rages, oh, you ruined a 180, I can be like, no, I didn't.
What color is this?
So this is Millennium Jade.
Is it? Is like the actual Millennium Jade, or is it like your own sort of mix up of it?
Yeah, so this is the R34 Millennium Jade.
Wow. That's pretty cool. That's so unique.
This kit is actually really hard to get over here in Australia, so there's not very many of them at all getting around, and it is not a cheap kit, but it is considered like the holy grail of 180SX kits. So it's very beautiful.
I can see why. Like, I've only ever seen pictures of this car. I've never seen it in person, but yeah, to see it in person is really, really cool. 32 GDR seats. Is that all like genuine carbon fiber?
Yep.
Wow.
And then the instrument cluster came from Japan. It's called a skeleton cluster. So it's just some handmade 90s Japanese guy put it together.
Wow, that's really cool. That's really unique.
I still don't know what color it is. I haven't plugged it in yet. I'm assuming this guy's probably put like rainbow LEDs or something.
That'd be cool.
Something that's going to blind me at night time. So this is probably one of my favourite parts about this car. So not just the kit, but the taillights themselves are by a Japanese company called Unrev. And Unrev create the full Bipu style programmable LED taillights that do all your crazy patterns, your colours, you can put words, you can put kanji in it. They do that really, really cool stuff that you see there on the VIP cars. So they're probably one of my favourite things about this car. This car has been sitting hidden away in the garage for about 5 or 6 years. And I've owned it 5 or 6 years, I've never turned the key on it. I have no idea what it sounds like, and it's the longest dormant car I've ever had in my entire life. So this is my FD RX-7. It's a 2002 Series 8, almost completely stock. It's just got a Pexi Power C in it. All the bushes and all that kind of thing have been done on it. It got imported about a year ago, so it hasn't spent much time in Australia. However, I drove the pants off this thing and I blew it up, so I have to rebuild the rotary, unfortunately.
Oh, big sads. So last time I saw it, it had the same full set of wheels as it did at the front. And
yeah. Oh no, it didn't actually. It had Pexi Desmonds.
Right, okay.
Pexi Desmonds.
Oh, I remember them, yeah.
There were some really cool old school Japanese were.
Yeah, cool.
Perfect fitment too.
Oh no, why'd you sell them?
I wanted to change it up, and I was going to go Workmasters or something, but then I ended up getting railroaded and putting money into this and then over there, and then, yeah.
As it happens, yeah, that's cool. So, assuming, because this has got the same sort of drift livery as your Drift 32 out there, I'm going to say this is Ben's drift car?
Yes, this is Ben's 1J ZVVTi Laurel. So these things are pretty much a 4-door S chassis. Makes lots of noise, doesn't see the street, it's full stripped interior, caged, it has a leopard's print skin dash and money dash. The worst kind of cheesy things you can think of, that's what this car has. But it's also a very, very cool car and it drifts really well. So it's his favourite and primary car for most comps and stuff, so.
And the Ferrari is like glued down there or what?
No, so the Ferrari is actually just a remote control I'm using as a model for my car. So.
Oh, cool. Oh, that makes sense. All right, so far out of all the cars that are sitting in here, the thing that's caught my eye the most, that I'm most intrigued to find out about, is that the S13 sitting in the dust in the background.
So this was Ben's previous drift/street car. It was an RB20 S13. Originally, I think it was a CA18. And then we obviously got it repainted, pulled the motor out. I think he shot a rod in it. It's been ages. This car has ran for about 6 years.
Wow. It looks so tidy.
It is. Would agree. He loves Coca-Cola, so it's painted as a Coca-Cola.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes sense. With the red seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It's got like red pearl and stuff in it. It does handle really, really well. It's got quite a wide body on the back of it. And it was a great street car, so hopefully we throw a 1J in it in the coming months and he's back out on the street in it.
Yeah, cool. I thought this was an FB RX-7 when I first walked in. But this is your DCA car, or DCA, or was going to be a DCA car, wasn't it?
Yeah, so this was meant to be Ben's DCA car. So for you guys that may not know what DCA is, it's Drift Challenge Australia, and it's a competition held down here in Queensland by Luke Fink, who gets all the local drifters together, puts them in either Pro or Pro-Am class, and we compete, and it's a lot of fun. So that's what this was for, but he never finished it in time because of all the COVID thing going on, so I think DCA ended up getting cancelled at the time.
And then there's pretty much just this little sad MX-5 who's looking a bit sad at the moment.
This is hilarious. So my partner has hair that's like down to here, and he looks like a bikie. So when he first got this, I like ripped back the soft top, and he just pulled his hair tie out, and he's just like, and then like, and it was like hilarious, and he's like 6 foot something.
And it's got no engine in currently?
No, so the engine's currently getting rebuilt. They've done the classic MX-5 thing, and the harmonic balancer fell off, so
wow.
it destroyed the motor.
Lovely. And what's his plans for this car?
He actually really likes this car, and I've got an MX-5 outside as well, so we want to get them together and go rip up the hills in them.
His and hers toge car.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool. Alright, one more question.
Yes.
When we drove in here, I noticed at the top of that hill, there is two 350Zs sitting there. One is on some nice wheels, the other one's got a fairly nice looking kit. What's going on there?
They're kind of dailies, kind of street cars. They're just,
Is it like when you just have the urge to buy another car, they're like the go-to?
yeah, kind of like, we ended up getting, I got the 350 for a good price, so I couldn't say no, and Ben already had his 350, and I used to own a 260Z, 260Zs, so Zs for me are kind of a soft spot, and he just got into Zs and fell in love with them, and then I really got into liking them because of his, so I'm like, oh, alright, I'll get one. So we both got one, and we both got very similar matching plates, so he's got toge and I've got toge as well, and both going on the same car. They were identical until I put a kit on mine, and then he rolled his guards and put big ass wheels on his.
So I've noticed, obviously, he's got a Z, you've got a Z, he's got a 180, you've got a 180. Who gets these cars first?
Me.
There you go.
I'm the trendsetter, and then he just kind of gets bummed that he doesn't have something to drive with it, so he usually buys something. So like, I bought the 260Z, he went out and bought a TA22 Celica. I bought an R32, he bought an R32. He had an R33, I bought an R33.
So you kind of just bounce off each other. I like that, that's pretty cool. All right guys, well, super grateful for Loki for giving us the opportunity to come down and check out her shed today. Make sure you guys check out my merchandise, and also again, Loki's channel, Loki SX, make sure you check out her merchandise. She's got skate decks, she's got t-shirts, she's got beanies, what else? You got stickers.
Yeah, stickers, air fresheners, skateboards, and a whole bunch of other stuff coming.
You're doing a giveaway competition as well for a skate deck as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Awesome. So if you guys want to be a part of the giveaway and for your chance to win one of Loki's Loki SX skate decks, make sure you check out her channel and follow the prompts in her, is that your latest video?
Will probably be up in a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks, this video will probably be uploaded pretty close to then anyway, so make sure you check it out if you guys want to win one of Loki's skate decks. Until then guys, thanks for watching another video, and we'll see you on the next one.